the ambassador calls it economic illiteracy. I've called it economic vandalism, because if you have 104% tariffs, what the effective thing is going to happen is two things. Number one, things simply won't be imported. It's too expensive. It's become unprofitable, uneconomic. Things simply will not be imported.
These additional tariffs, because there are already tariffs of anywhere from 10 to 15% already in place, these tariffs will certainly hurt the American economy in the sense that they will really hurt the heartland of America.
It urges the White House to, quote, immediately correct its wrongdoings, end quote, warning that China's response, if American tariffs stay in place, will, quote, continue to the end. Perspective now from former UN Ambassador John Bolton, who served as National Security Advisor in the first Trump administration, and Richard Quest, CNN business editor-at-large and anchor of Quest Means Business. So, Ambassador Bolton, I know you're not an economist, but just from a strategic perspective, do you think China is going to blink and try to cut a deal with the White House?
It certainly doesn't look like it, but what Trump is doing is a huge opportunity for China worldwide. These tariffs are a form of economic illiteracy. Trump has no idea really what he's talking about. He doesn't understand how tariffs works. He has said as recently as a few days ago he views trade surpluses and deficits as like a profit and loss statement, which they certainly are not. So what he's doing has put us in a very vulnerable position, and probably in the worst position possible to go after the real country problem in the international trading system, which is China. Instead of taking on the country that's stolen our intellectual property for decades, among other things, by gathering our allies together, all of whom also suffer from China's intellectual property theft, and engaging in concerted action, we're at war with our largest trading partners while we're about to go to war with China as well. It simply makes no sense, and it's just sad and depressing that more Republicans haven't stood up and said that. This is illiteracy.
We achieved a total reset with China after productive talks in Geneva. Both sides now agreed to reduce the tariffs imposed after April 2nd to 10% for 90 days as negotiators continue on the largest structural issues. And I want to tell you that a couple of things. First of all, that doesn't include the tariffs that are already on, that are our tariffs, and it doesn't include tariffs on cars, steel, aluminum, things such as that, or tariffs that may be imposed on pharmaceuticals, because we want to bring the pharmaceutical businesses back to the United States, and they're already starting to come back now based on tariffs because they don't want to pay 25, 50, or 100% tariffs, so they're moving them back to the United States. I spoke to Tim Cook this morning, and he's going to, I think, even up his numbers, $500 billion. He's going to be building a lot of plants in the United States for Apple, and we look forward